The Redemptive Vision for Rwanda Testimony of Richard R. Kayumba. In 2003, during a weekend visit to my cattle farm, a sudden fever forced me back to Kigali. Though treated, it persisted for 6 days. The following Saturday, after visiting my Millennium Cinema, I returned home after 1 a.m. and felt overwhelming fear in my bedroom. I searched the house, found nothing, yet felt compelled to kneel and pray. Despite my recent turn to Christianity, being born from persecution and loss. When I closed my eyes, I saw a dark figure holding an axe behind me. A voice warned me not to turn, saying it was Satan. I obeyed, finished praying, and went to bed, but the room grew unbearably hot. Around 3 to 4 a.m., a burning pain spread through my body, paralyzing me. I rolled onto the cold floor seeking relief. At 4:30 a.m., I lost physical consciousness, but remained mentally awake, entering a vivid cinematic vision that changed my life. I found myself on a mountain, guided by an unseen voice, answering every question in my thoughts. I first encountered a roadblock of naked people of all races and ages, identical in height and unashamed. The voice said they were the dead being screened at heaven's first entry point. I then reached a river where groups of 12 drank with their mouths. As they drank, an invisible hand seized and crushed them like sugarcane. The crushed sank. The survivors rose cleansed. The voice said, this was the river of judgment. Sinners were crushed, the faithful survived. Survivors received blue t-shirts and white shorts. Among those crushed, I recognized Mama Clarissa, a devoted church member. Troubled, I asked why she did not survive. The voice replied with scripture, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father. Later, she passed away, confirming the vision. The voice then commanded me to return and warn the world that the day of judgment is coming, saying I would deliver this message globally, even to world leaders. I protested that I was not a preacher, not a public figure, shy, speech-impaired, and lacking languages. The voice said, God will teach you. You will speak every language you need. You will have a 24-hour airplane to deliver this message. When I asked why I was chosen, it said, I will have mercy on whom I have mercy. When I asked what would happen if I died before completing the mission, it said, God will appoint your successor. You will not see him, but he will be close to you when you die. When I asked the cause of my death, it replied, you will die of a heart attack. I was then forcefully returned to my body, mute and weak. At Dr. Kayumba's clinic, tests showed no illness despite my high temperature. Some mocked me, others dismissed the experience as hallucination, and doubt began to creep in. My journey then led me to Swaziland, where I studied theology. My questions unsettled the faculty, revealing they too were searching for truth. Yet my heart remained burdened by Rwanda's suffering, oppression, poverty, unemployment, and hunger. Rwandans I met abroad spoke of hardship. Refugees feared those who lived in post-genocide Rwanda. Others feared speaking, suspecting spies everywhere. Some believed change was impossible. Others feared even discussing it. Driven by conviction, I conceived the National People's Concern, NPC, a movement to free Rwanda. Believing I needed financial strength, I pursued business in Swaziland, then Dubai, where I invested in a $1 million insurance guarantee. But the global economic crisis collapsed Dubai's economy. I returned to Swaziland, established a boutique, restaurant, and school, but the crisis followed me, and within a year, I lost the school property through a judgment passed without my presence. Persecution from Rwanda intensified. When Colonel Patrick Karegeya was targeted in 2013, I too became a target. Swaziland police said they could not protect me unless I lived in a refugee camp, an unsafe environment I had already witnessed. I returned to Dubai to claim my insurance, only to find the Royal Bank of Scotland had shut down and transferred its shares to a bank that did not represent the insurance. I lost everything. I traveled to the United Kingdom to pursue my insurance claim and seek political asylum so I could continue the mission I now fully understood to be divine. Despite financial hardship and immigration challenges, inspiration and divine support came easily, confirming that NPC was indeed my God-given purpose. Today, I stand before you, Rwandans, friends of Rwanda, and people of faith, to declare this mission openly. Rwanda is meant to be free. Rwanda is meant to be safe. Rwanda is meant to be redeemed. This is not merely a political project. It is a divine assignment, born from suffering, confirmed through visions, tested through trials, and strengthened through perseverance. Support the work of the National People's Concern, NPC, Richard R. Kayumba.